You're watching Rurouni K95's anime review on The Skullman. Hi Ruronis, this is your pal Rurouni K95 here, and today we're going to do my new anime review on The Skullman. How'd you like my intro so far? Anyway, so The Skullman was based on the manga that started in 1970 by manga writer Shotaro Ishinomori, because it's a genre in horror, mystery, supernatural, on my anime review on The Skullman, because we all know it's presented in its weekly shonen, and even though The Skullman has adapted into the 13-episode anime series from April 28th, 2007 until July 22nd, 2007, 13 episodes, because it's made by Studio Bones, because the anime tech was, which is The Skullman, was directed by Takashi Mori. And it was, start with the plot on the anime, because we all know on these episodes how I look at how got to me about the anime The Skullman, because it has been based on the manga since the 70s. I guess on the same way of how Kamen Rider became famous in Japan. Okay, so the live journalist Hayato Mikoogami arrives in his hometown and begins investigating the enigmatic Skullman. However, he runs into his target sooner than expected. Hayato, a murder suspect, is released from police custody due to his connections. His father investigates reveal a possible connection between the Skullman and an arson case 10 years ago. So, Yui receives a threatening letter and later becomes a target of blackmail. Kuriko follows Yui and Sayoko to the theater. However, the real target of the Skullman is Sayoko, who turns out to be a mutant. A dead body hung from a railroad bridge makes Hayato investigate the legend of the Phantom Monorail. However, once on board, he becomes the target of the Skullman. Usami, the Skullman imposter, tries to eliminate the original. Meanwhile, Kuriko discovers a person from her past among the Eureka members. Hayato and Kuriko run across yet another Skullman killing the town mayor. With another trails getting cold, the two decide to investigate the Byakureikai from the inside. Hayato and Kuriko are discovered and kicked out of Byakureikai, but Hayato discovers that one of the disciples there is an old acquaintance of Kuriko, and the reason for her entering the town. The person Jin is masquerading as the Skullman in order to carry out the assassins of for Gozo Kuroshio, if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Kuriko and Hayato, fresh off a lead left by Jin, work together to investigate photographs left by him of the White Bell compound. His legacy will draw them deeper into the events surrounding the White Bell cult. Meanwhile, coming out of the Catharatus, Kuriko runs into Maya again after the previous episode's developments, and Hayato warms up to an old flame by the name of Nami that returns to the village after him and learns about his old school crush's unfortunate history after he left Otomo. The police set up patrols in the city in response to re-escalating violence and wind up with more victims as a result due to a monster lurking out. At the same time, Nami is having recurring nightmares, driving her to the brink of desperation, while her unknown admirer, Detective Shinjo, gets high hopes after being promised a date with her. In the mix of encircling circumstances, Hayato tries to support Nami and is rejected just as events unfold, which will change everything for the three of them. Hayato and Kuriko hide out in the woods. Since Hayato is now a wanted criminal, it is finally announced that Father Kenzaki is the Skullman, and with his lost numbers, he would fight the new enemy cyborgs. After the battle between the Skullman and the cyborgs and the force subsides, Hayato, Kiriko, and Detective Shinjo descended on Oshio Kenzaki's church to finally learn the truth about the Skullman, but they were not alone. Taking up the dying wishes of his close friend, Hayato returns to the city to stop Masaki Kuroshio's evil machine engines from unfolding. Having succeeded to achieving his objective, Masaki Kuroshio announces the birth of a new humanity, but the Skullman passes judgment on him and declares he will put an end to the madness once and for all. So yeah, we all know that the Skullman anime series was based on the manga by Shotaro Ishinomori. The Skullman is a shonen manga series created by Shotaro Ishinomori, which was first appeared in Weekly Shonen Magazine in 1970. The hero of the story, whose parents have been murdered, grows up to uses his peculiar powers to take revenge. The original Skullman was one of the first anti-heroes to be seen in manga, someone who would sacrifice the lives of innocents in his quest for vengeance. I guess in the same way of how Ultraman became popular in Japan, as well as Kamen Rider. Even though there is a live-action television film of the Skullman, but that came out on April 21st, 2007. But the manga was published and serialized in Weekly Shonen Magazine on January 1970 by Kodansha. We did get an anime series, which is made by Studio Bones, which is known for their work, such as Norogami, Wolf's Rain, Scrap Princess, Eureka 7, Angelic Layer, Darker Than Black, Soul Eater, Ouran High School Host Club, as well as Mob Psycho 100, Space Dandy, My Hero Academia, Star Driver, Fullmetal Alchemist anime ones as well as Kurao Phantom Memory, Darker Than Black, The Black Conjurer, Ghost Slayers Ayashi, Iko Heres of the Phantom Thief, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Tokyo Magnitude 8.0, Darker Than Black, The Gemini of the Meteor, Hero Man, Star Driver, Ghost Sick, Number 6, Ungo, Eureka 7 AO, Blast of Tempest, Tenkai Knights, as well Norogami, Captain Earth, Soul Eater Not, Chaika the Coffin Princess, Space Dandy 2, Chaika the Coffin Princess, Avenging Battle, Blood Blockade Battlefront, show by Rock, Snow White with the red hair, Norogami, Aragoto, as well as many other anime titles made by Studio Bones as well. While developing of how they made this anime, I guess on the same way of how Studio Bones adapted Skullman into an anime television series which premiered on Fuji TV in April 2007. The series is directed by Takeshi Mori and written by Yutaka Izubuchi. A live-action episode 0 was shown on April 27th. It's titled Skullman, Prologue of Darkness, starring Amizuki, Kamen Rider Hibiki, and Death Note's Shigeki Hosokawa, and well-known stuntman actor Kagaku Sentai Diamond and Tensho Sentai Goseiger as Makoto Ito. It was also set up to be a pseudo-sequel of Cyborg 009. Unlike the previous Skullman, the story closely focuses on a journal named Hayato Mikogami who returns to his hometown at Tomo to investigate strange rumors of killings done by a man wearing a skull mask tailed tightly by a young photographer, Kiriko Mamiya. The two uncover the many strings of connections between the victims, a local pharmaceutical company, a mysterious new religious sect, and the strange half-human, half-creature animal creatures which roam the night streets for blood. If you're familiar with the Skullman manga that is serialized in Weekly Shonen Magazine by Kodansha, which is published in January 1970, Studio Bones did adapted the Skullman manga into a 13-episode anime series in 2007 of how I now know how it got to me. And it's broadcasting on several television stations and satellite channels in Japan have broadcasted the Skullman anime series. This includes Tokai TV, Kansai TV, BS Fuji, and Animax. In the Philippines, Hero TV started its Tagalog dub broadcast of the original of the Skullman anime series on November 11th, 2012. On July 25th, 2007, the full series has been available monthly on Region 2 DVD with individual episodes released by Genion Entertainment in Japanese language audio with no subtitles. All DVD has 7 volumes each. All volume contains 2 episodes, included only one episode for Volume 1. In addition, the live-action special, The Skullman Prologue of Darkness DVD, was released on September 21st, 2007. Differences are as follows at the time of broadcast. In Canada and the United States, the anime series The Skullman, it was licensed by Sentai Filmworks and distributed by Section 23 Films, who released the complete collection on Region 1 on DVD on February 10th, 2010 for legal reasons. The original opening, Hikari no Machi, has been replaced with an instrumental opening and footage from the earlier trailer for the series. And there is also... Because how they replaced the original opening, because they had to replace it with the instrumental opening of the Skullman 2007 anime series, of how they did. The 2007 manga is based on the anime series adaptation of the same year and drawn by the manga artist Meimu, set in an alternate history of Japan. Freelance journalist Hiyato Ikogami returns to his hometown of Outomo to investigate rumors of a man wearing a skull mask committing murders there. Once in the city, he discovers connections between the victims and a local pharmaceutical family, contemporary company, a new religious sect, and strange half-human, half-animal creatures. Along with a young photographer, he decides to find out who the Skullman really is. So that's going to be it for my anime review on the Skullman. Thank you for watching. But before we go, here's my quick thoughts. I do have the Skullman complete series on DVD by Sentai Filmworks, because there's only 12 episodes on 2 discs of the anime, because the anime only has 13 episodes on 2 discs. That is released on DVD on February 2nd, 2010 by Sentai Filmworks. Help subscribe for content. My Anime Planet link in the description down below. You can share this video on your Twitter and Facebook if you have a Twitter and Facebook account. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Please leave in the comment what are your thoughts about the 2007 anime adaptation of the Skullman. This is the first time I get to do an anime review of the Skullman, even though I have reviewed 30 titles of anime. So be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. Check out my other previous videos that I upload more recently as well. Like, subscribe, favorite, comment, share social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, etc. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, RuRoniK95. Feel free to join my channel as well. Click on my notifications bell button. Check out my other previous videos I upload recently as well. And that's it. So keep it otaku for this anime review of the Skullman. This is RuRoniK95 saying thank you for watching my anime review on the anime series The Skullman. I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you soon, and have a great day. And leave a comment on this video on what are your thoughts on the Skullman anime series as well. This is RuRoniK95 signing off, and thank you for watching my anime review on the 13 anime series of The Skullman.